Hey everyone, how's it going? I am Jake Patton, and sometimes I like to call myself Jake the Horror Movie Geek. That's my YouTube title of my YouTube channel. But you can find me and on my YouTube channel until I can learn how to post, how to at least link my YouTube account with my Rumble account. For now, on my playlists with uh, 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 my on my podcast. Well, my podcast is a playlist on my YouTube channel, but it's an eye for horror. But just obviously just type in Jake the Horror Movie Geek. But I really need to learn how to post videos on Rumble or other places like Spotify and all that. See, you know, to get myself out there. But anyways, I just would like to talk to y'all about Motor City Nightmares, the one of my the horror movie convention that I go to every year. Well, it was this past weekend, and it was fantastic. Uh, had a wonderful time, uh, and had times with my dad, Matt, and Andy, and his son Gavin, or his oldest son. That's two sons. But anyways, here's my Modus Nightmares recap. Obviously, I'm there for I mean, there's certain certain actors that I and actors that I just had to meet there, and so I'm there for their autographs and stuff and to meet them and but 'cause I like to make a connection, just even if it's just for a moment, say hey, not just on the human level, not even as fan and actor, just you know I mean they're just like for that second, or that couple minutes that takes to say, "Hi, I'm Jake, and I'm a big fan of you, and I enjoyed you in that, and the other, But and I feel I did that, and uh, I had some really good ganja, you know. Um, but uh, anyways, let's talk about the show. So I normally find something to buy like besides autographs, like and this year it was the Phantasm Funko Tall Man Funko Pop. Obviously, if you have anyone seen Phantasm, they would they would know the Tall Man played by Angus Scrimm. Rest in peace. But yeah, this pop is awesome. I actually seen this online, either on Amazon or actually first I seen a thing on Facebook, and then I clicked on a website where you could pre-order it, and it was supposed to come out in July, and then it was saying shipping in November, and then of 2024, and then I've seen one shipping in August. You know, just a lot of websites totally giving me the runaround. Like so. But I love the Phantasm franchise. I have all the movies. I had that really cool box set that came out 3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever it is now. But but anyways, I seen this there, and I'm like, I've been wanting this Funko Pop. Been wanting to pre-order, but thankfully I didn't have to. There's some awesome vendor at Motor City Nightmares had it available. Actually, he had like three of them, but so I snagged them up, and I'm happy to add the Tall Man Funko Pop to my collection. Very, very cool. And they had these flyers for the show out. So I just actually just grabbed a couple. some guy was handing these out, and he also gave us a card to go with. But I don't know what happened to my card. But this is for a card show or something that free admission to an event that's going on August 4th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Family friendly, all ages. Card parade. Yeah, and it's gonna happen in Taylor, Michigan. It's pretty cool. But anyways, there's a bunch of tables, and it had this information passed out. Here's this event, Crystal Lake Nightmares. Nightmare Event presents Crystal Lake Nightmares, 45 years of Friday the 13th. Meet actors from every Friday the 13th movie. Huh, sounds pretty interesting. But and I seen this one I would love to go to, Monroe Comic Con. I since September. Now I've met um Clint Howard. He was last year. He was awesome. And Linda Young, I'm not sure about, but I've never met Tom Morga, who played Jason in Friday the 13th Part 5 and was Michael Myers in part of Halloween 4. And uh, he just seems like a really cool guy, and I would very much like to meet him, get his autograph, picture with him, and maybe talk to him about my podcast. But anyways, yeah. So I seen this, and as cool as how it was meeting him. I did say hi to him, but I think I would, if I could go to this, I would definitely meet Tom Morgan because I love Friday the 13th Part 5. A lot of people don't, but you know, some people came around. It's kind of like Halloween 3, and then I went up to Part 2. Those films are getting more recognition now. And people are seeing that, hey, they're actually good movies. I mean, you know, people who don't like them, fine, whatever. You don't have to like them just because I do, but just because you don't like them doesn't mean that I can't like them either. So everyone just like what you like. But I love those movies, and yeah, so me and Tom Morgan would be awesome, and I hope to go to that. And this guy Jason, he was um like, well, he does he wrote books, and then he's also worked with Ed and Lorraine Warren, and he's the same guy. He was crap, maybe this was. It was 'cause he was like really tall. I mean, doing him in the elevator. It was like had to be 6'10", 6'9", 7. I don't know. He was tall. He was a really cool guy. But, this and I don't know. Here's a key card. But okay. Anyways, Motor City Nightmares. The one cool thing that they did, they started this last year, maybe the year before. I can't remember. At least I know they started last year. They started releasing these cards. They're like trading cards, kind of. And they remind me of the old. They use like the style of Garbage Pail Kids, but instead it says Motor City Nightmares, and there's pictures of the guests from the show that were going to be there. Now last year I didn't really get into it. I should have. I mean, I tried to, but this year I started finding cards, and I was like, hey, this is really cool. I thought that was a really cool extra thing. It added some fun to an already incredible and incredibly fun weekend, which is Motor City Nightmares. Just here's like a little game you play. So here's Naomi Grossman. Um, I found her. Ari Gross, found him. Tyler Main, I'm very happy I found him. Yeah, it's very cool. James DeBello, who was awesome to talk to, but I did not find his card. Well, was it because they scattered the cards throughout the whole convention and on the tables and just in that area. And but I asked him if I had to how much this card cost. He said it was an extra one, so he just gave it to me. So I got his. He was awesome. John Cole Bailey. I found a card. Very wise. I happened to find this card and I'm very excited. It's very wise. Another Naomi Ghostman, Ali Ghost. I should have said these two back, but oh well. Mackay Pfeiffer, I found that was awesome. Kristen Cloak, I found her card. She was very lovely to meet too. This Dave Sheridan, I should have met him, man, but I heard he was just awesome. But his card for this Rose, I met her again because I met her last year for the first time, and she was just she's such a sweetheart. Very cool to talk to. Very, she takes time to talk with her fans. And what's me being a fan, she's talking to someone. I waited, and I was patient, and when my time was up, and she talked to me, and then yesterday before we left, I even waited a little bit and talked to her again, and she was cool. And I got Brendan Fletcher. So I got almost all the cards. I'm just missing, a couple, if like maybe four or five, or something like that. But yeah, that was just, it was just a nice, something fun that they had, that they had for us this year. Anyways, here are the autographed pictures I got, and I got a lot. This first one is from Ray Wise, and he had some awesome photos at his table, but he had a couple of Jeepers Creepers 2 ones, but this one was the one I saw. And he goes, signed it to Jake. He took my boy, Ray Wise. uh, uh, Mackay Pfeiffer had a lot of awesome pictures from on his table. I like this one from I still know what you did that summer. Okay, I was prepared. I'm still learning not how to be a good con goer. I don't want to, excuse me, as long as I've been going to these cons, like I mean, Mackay Pfeiffer was so cool about it. I, I had this quote memorized in my head that I wanted him to write, but then he got down. Then I guess when he was trying to write it, I'm like, I realized that's a long quote, and I was like, hey man, that's cool. He didn't, so he didn't mind, but he was trying to write the whole quote, but what the quote is, all I know is this is the worst case of my entire life. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm fucking horny. And personally, I haven't seen one goddamn psycho killer. And then he, gets the hook through his neck. Oh, but that's what I mean about trying to be a better conqueror. Really thought about. Well, that's a long quote. Maybe he could try, but he he was impressed that I memorized the whole quote. But so he put, "This is the worst vacation of my life. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm fucking horny." Dot dot dot. Mackay Tyrell, 2024, and that is just I love that. That's badass. But um, Kristen Cloak. This picture from. I was thinking about Miss Lewin from Final Destination, but then her character Lee from the 2006 Black Christmas remake was such a badass. She's And unfortunately, thanks to Bob Weinstein, the original ending was changed, and to add like one more death scene or something, some bullshit, and her character had to die. But anyway, she was so cool, cool. She goes, and then she has an awesome line in the movie. Fuck you, Santa Claus, right? So that's what she wrote to Jake. Fuck you, Santa Claus. Nice meeting you. Best wishes, Chris and Cloak, Lee. Oh, so, that was so cool. Oh, and then I asked her about Final Destination. I go, what? Why was Valen so scared of Alex? And she didn't quite understand me, which is cool. But her her assistant was who was there with her, asked the question, told the question again, and then you didn't see him a good reason. It's okay. Hearing that now, that makes sense. James DeBello, he was so fun, so cool. Rode in the elevator with me a few times. But he saw this picture from Detroit Rock City. There's all four guys, main cast, and James wrote to Jake, Disco blows dogs, porters, James DeBello. Because his that was just that line from Detroit Rock City was just it's always been one of my favorite lines. Just hilarious. Locked in Monroe, he was cool. He was in Betty vs. Jason, Night at the Roxbury, Scary Movie. He's been in a lot. Anyways, he was so to Jake, cheers. Locked in Monroe. Which if I would have had a scary movie quote, it was cool. He was a cool guy to meet. I don't. I think he might have been kind of shy. Not shy. Just I don't know. So, I don't know. He was cool. But John Abrams, he was awesome. Really awesome. He was in 2005 House of Wax. He was in Scary Movie. He was in Meet the Parents and other stuff. Which I don't. I have to watch Meet the Parents again. But character Dalton gets his head cut off, right? And um, he put this cut here. Dalton, John Abrams shake off with my head. so and he was really cool. He was really personable. He was just, he was a cool guy. Now this one I'm really excited about. I'm a huge Lost Boys fan, and Jameson Newlander, who played Alan Frog, he opposite, Corey Feldman. Um, he has that famous line, "Holy shit, it's the attack of Eddie Munster," right? So and I seen this picture. That's exactly what I had him write on it. And Jake, holy shit, it's the attack of Eddie Munster. Jameson Newlander, Alan Frog. And he was just so cool to me. He was really cool. He was personal. He was down to earth, and he was also the first person that I mentioned in my podcast too about the first celebrity. And he, once he talked to me, he's like, I'd totally do a podcast with you. Like, here's this actor who's been in one of my favorite movies of all time since I was a kid, and he was just couldn't have not have been nicer. Um, Two Jakes. Here's Stephen Williams, and there's a picture of him as Peyton Duke from Jason Goes to Hell. There's a couple awesome pictures of him with him and Jim Beaver from Supernatural, which maybe I should have gotten because I don't. Know. But I was gonna have him write, but the quote was too long. But his quote from Jason Goes to Hell, my favorite quote of his, anyways. When Robert Campbell asked him he says, "I'm gonna say two words to you. You can tell me if it's anything that comes to your mind." He goes, "Okay, shoot." And then the camera goes, "Jason Voorhees." Then he goes, and Steve Williams as Korean Duke. Well, that makes me think of a little girl in a pink dress and a hot dog through a dome. But it was too long, which is cool. I really thought about it, I would have had my "Are you ready to pay?" Because I love that line too. But anyways, he wrote to Jake, Steve Williams, CD, Creighton Duke. That's cool. He was a cool guy. He was down to earth, very cool. This guy, um, Brett Wagner. He played. Well, he was Leatherface in 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but he only did the first kill, which was Kemper, and then I think something happened and ended up bringing in someone else, so they brought in Andrew Bysnowski, however you say his last name. But Brett Wagner was really cool. To Jake, you're next. Brett Wagner, 2003, and he was really cool to me. And then finally, um, Felissa Rose, Angela from Sleepaway Camp. Um, uh, the chick with the dick. Oh, as she likes to say sometimes. But anyways, I she wrote to Jake, meet me at the waterfront after the social. Felissa Rose, Angela, and yeah, that picture. But yeah. So those are all my autographs. But it was just a great time. It was a really great time. Let me tell you. Okay, so but Motor City was such a great time. I made some old friends. I made some new friends, like Jorge. He directed Hellvan, and which I should have bought a copy of. I'm gonna have to look for it. But I saw the trailer and it looked like a really cool movie. Um, but I seen some old friends and met new ones, and it was cool. Yesterday, my dad and I were talking to this lady, this girl, Brittany, who just was very cool, down to earth, and I smoked a little with her, and yeah, it was cool. But so there's an outside area, right, where there's a places to sit, and there's some comfortable benches and stuff, and like little futons, and chairs. But then in this one area, and then there's a path that leads to a gazebo where there's some more chairs and whatnot, and people congregate at the gazebo or around this whole area, and some the people that partake, like myself, we smoke whatever, and then the people that don't, well, they just hang out. And unless they're really bothered by it, they walk off. But I mean, it's okay. The thing I wouldn't. It's in Michigan. If it was somewhere else, I'd be. I mean, I'll be considerate, but if you're smoking a cigarette, and my weed bothers you, I think you have a little problem because I'd much rather smell weed than a cigarette. Cigarette smells nasty. Weed smells fantastico. Sí, fantastico. But anyway, so that's what a lot of people just congregate, hang out, and it was nice just to when I could just go off and put take a couple tokes. Sometimes I see someone and talk. Sometimes but it's nice when I can just put my headphones to and just vibe and chill, and enjoy being there because it only happens once a year. Unless we could work it out to where we start going to another convention, so it's two conventions a year instead of So it's but anyways, I just yeah, that was Motor City Nightmares 2024, and I'm looking forward to Motor City Nightmares 2025, and so on and so forth. And and I also want to thank Tommy and the rest of the staff for Motor City Nightmares, and thank the the hotel staff of the Sheraton Detroit. You guys are always excellent, and just what my you know I think not really my complaint, but someone other people I heard say that it took a little bit longer they felt to get their drinks, just maybe I don't know, hire some more staff, but besides that, everything's perfect, fantastico, and magnifique, very very good. So that, my friends, was Motor City Nightmares. And yeah, I just go subscribe. Help me. There's my account, please. Oh well, wait. Okay, no, seriously though. Before I go, I talked to Felissa Rose, Brett Wagner, um, James Newlander, John Abrams, James DeBello, and did I say and Kristen Cloak. And this guy George who's selling these awesome books. They're like short stories, but Kristen Cloak said she would consider it, but they all said reach out to them on Instagram, and then so I'm having guests on my podcast, and okay, hold on. Hello. Hey, Michael. Not bad. How about you? Yeah, it is. Too very humid too. Ugh. Oh, right on. Lunch is always fun, huh? Yeah. Just hanging out. Um, yeah. She might be number one city. Oh my God, I'll write a letter. No. How about you? Andy Duff. Besides laundry. And Ellen. All right, now tall Asian and Janet John. Janet, you were such a huge before going further, let me just say that a lot of kind words have been thrown out to myself, my family, my mom. For those of you who don't know, yeah, me too. Good. Yeah, I see you. Here's the good news. Yeah, yes, right. Things are looking up, and I appreciate all the kind words of lots of prayers. Means a lot. I truly do feel like y'all like your family, extended family, and all of us. I'm big brother and gratitude. From the bottom of our oh yeah, I enjoyed it too. All right, let's see a few questions if you know interest. I know we've got a lot. Mark Taylor, Tucker in a good place, and he go further. All right, here's the deal. I let you know. Yeah, me good. I thought, or I also picked Matt
I picked Tucker to win the whole thing. I think Tucker is in a good place. I feel like he's overplaying a little bit. I feel like he was
good. Sounds good to me.
I think he's too busy keeping Lisa target, and I think he can be focused on building other relationships a little bit better. Later, time doing that. For those you don't know, and if you're new to the channel, there are
yeah, no, that's cool.
Just got put on the block this afternoon.
Just depends, you know.
No surprise. He volunteered to do it. If there was ever a week.
How about you?
I think he is playing a little too hard. And here's the other. He's so certain that get overconfident in the house. I think that's pretty cool. We had a conversation yesterday. I know you have power. I mean, I've studied psychology, I've studied body,
yeah.
You've got the power. So certain, so sure. He's done that with a few other things. He's so certain about different people. Saying that just as a way to maybe that's okay. But I just think that you have to accept that when you're playing the game with Big Brother, you aren't always going to know everything. And accept that it makes it easier to adapt. So maybe that's my thing. Yes, I think Tucker's in a great place. Just think you see Tucker now adapts to the mid-game, end-game where he needs targets. You know, right now, Matt went home. They've got some easy targets, right? Angela, I think they'll both be pretty good. I think that's going to be pretty good. They're going to feel like they've got this game figured out.
No.
What's fantastic. It's so kind of float. They can get that down harder when the target starts reducing.
Good.
Especially when you put.
We'll definitely do some more of that.
So we'll see how Tucker adapts once there aren't targets in the house. All right, Mark is saying, how would you rate the show this year? I get it. I will give it. I'll give it a B+. And the only reason I don't give it is higher. Now, my mom was in the hospital. I spent a lot of time over the weekend in the waiting rooms. Fantastic having a live feed there on my phone, able to watch the live feed the whole time. Because the feeds were down a whole lot. I go in, I visit with the doctor, do whatever you do. And then I got that 30 minutes. I said, what's going on? People. Got that buried in my head. That's when I die 100 years from now. I'm not saying that. I'm gonna have something in my will saying, "Do not play the Big Brother song anywhere close."
Yeah.
Also gonna say, "Nope, my Big Brother, my city stuff." I don't want that to be the whole.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time watching the feed. Again, I think it's fantastic. I think as chaotic as they are, they did a heck of a job making this chaotic. Chris did not been.
I hope your cars cooled off.
Especially with somebody. You just don't know what's going on. I don't know what. What's wrong with Angela? I remember Rachel and yeah, I don't know what's going on. Definitely Hurricane Angela. Doing a lot of things. Not yelling. Andy, Tiger, Lisa, I think you guys do.
Yeah.
Got a win. That are
good. Good.
So anyway, well, I said repeat it. Tucker.
It was nice to meet you too.
All right, let's see. We've got Tim Cox saying, looks like Angela is on tap tonight. She's married. And Angie Hunt said, why do you think production is hiding Angela from the light?
All right, yeah.
Because I've seen some people, especially over the weekends, getting ready to sell big, or production doesn't Angela. Those things that she's done. I'm not saying it's not hard. All right. It is spring. It was by some house guests.
Okay.
Maybe they have been told.
Oh yeah.
Because they're trying to protect her, something that happened. Possible, but we've never seen that.
I don't blame you.
Right? I think it's more likely. Here's a little thing that some of y'all know, maybe not everyone. There is a psychologist on that show. Before you ever start acting out, there are health people. We were all told, if you ever have an issue, you need to talk. Talk to you and make sure that everything is going.
All right, Mike. Sounds good.
They understand.
All right, bye.
I think it is entirely possible. I do not know this. I just purely speculate. I think it is entirely possible that you have someone like Angela, who is so hot and cold. She is happy. She is on top of the world. She is giddy. She's almost knowingly arrogant in the way she plays the game when things are going her way. She is at the bottom of the hill. Woe is me, Eeyore, like horrible, and things just aren't going for her. There's not a lot of interest. Always not. And with that mixed in with the stress that this game creates, I just think it's a tough situation. She's probably being challenged. I know there are things that she has done in the past that are incredible challenges to face. I bet if you look at it, face them and get wonderful things from them, right? There's just something about that house, and you know that there are people actually pause on you after a while. It would not surprise me if Angela did not have a conversation with one of the mental health people that are part of this cast. And it may have been purely for her own sanity and protection. And I said, hey,
You're more Power Rangers.
one, because social media makes things more difficult, but two, it is an incredibly stressful situation. So I'm hoping Angela, win or lose, goes on this week, whatever. Maybe we'll find